Well, I did a thing. I bought another car. I bought another Cobalt. No, just kidding. I bought another Regal. Nope. I bought another Cobalt. Nope. Okay, it's over here. Yes, I really did buy something else. And it's not a Chevy or a GM product. I bought a Jeep. At least I bought a proper Jeep, but I bought a Wrangler. So once again, a deal comes up, too good to refuse. I always kind of wanted one of these, and well, now I have one. It is a 2000 Jeep Wrangler Sport. It has the inline 6, 5-speed manual, hard top. It's got the hard doors. In my opinion, it's kind of the best combo. I also like this era, the TJ era of the Jeeps, because it's still kind of old school. It's got some modern creature comforts, but it's still very much an old school style Jeep, and I still has the ability to fold the windshield down, which is cool. I think. I mean, I assume it does. I don't know Jeeps that well. So anyway, but there is a little secret to this one. It's got a few modifications. We'll go through that. But there's a reason why I got it and got it so cheap. It looks pretty good on this side, right? You know, if you're looking at it, if you're a Jeep person, you can probably tell it's got a little bigger tire on it. It's definitely got a little bit of a lift, but otherwise not too modified. It's got one of these bumpers in the front that, I'll be honest, I don't really like. I'll probably modify that or cut this off, or who knows. But coming over to this side, and it's a little dark. I might have secretly done this on purpose. But here's the reason why I got it so cheap. A little bit of, not so much here or down here, but, you know, a little bit of something going on here. You walk over here. Sorry, it's kind of dark when I'm filming this, but step, you know, it sort of works. It's still kind of there. The door's still on, but there's a little something going on here, and this is not quite perfect. You know, that'll all buff out. Important thing, the door opens and closes and locks, but oh yeah, I'm filming this just after it rained because, you know, that's all it does around here is rain. I've said that in many videos, but honestly, it's true. But yeah, so the Jeep. So here's the story. So yes, I bought a Jeep. This is a new purchase. And it obviously has damage. Mechanically, it's solid. 100 and, I don't know, less than 200,000 miles, 150, 160, something like that. You know, from three sides, it looks good. But unfortunately, bought this from a friend, or friend's in-laws, local Colorado Jeep. I don't know if it's whole life, but at least much of its life. It was wrecked in an accident. Actually, a mechanic wrecked it. They were, the previous owners took it to a mechanic to just have a once-over done on the whole thing. It was a relatively new purchase to them. And I don't know the complete story, but unfortunately, it got T-boned of some kind and the driver's side got messed up. So, long story short, after a while, reached out to me, said, "You want to buy a Jeep?" Okay. So, well, we got a Jeep. Plans for this, because obviously all my vehicles have plans, and as you can tell by this fleet of junk around here, lots of plans, lots of vehicles, and well, excuse me, do things get done? You know, eventually. But no, seriously, for this one, well, not 100% sure, but no, this is not going to be some kind of rock crawler or anything. I don't really want to go there. I think the way it's currently set up is actually pretty good. There's some things I'd like to do, but I guess before I dive into that, might as well just do the basics. Like I said, Wrangler Sport, two-door, because all they had back then, this is my opinion, is the proper Jeep, a two-door. The important things, like in here, it's a manual. It's got the classic kind of 90s era Jeep interior, but got some wires hanging down, but you know, no big deal. Otherwise, seat's a little worn and beat up, but overall still okay. Interior wise, yeah, got some handles here, but otherwise stock interior, decent shape, no cracks in the windshield. I probably just jinxed it. We'll probably have a crack tomorrow, but anyway, and nothing terribly exciting in there, but yeah. What else? Anything? Nothing really. Like I said, the classic look in the front, in my opinion, at least. I already showed the damage here on this side, but modifications. It's got a few things, or at least what I know of so far. It's got a unknown lift, probably a 2-3 inch lift of some kind. Not sure the brand. I'll crawl underneath and probably figure out at some point. Aftermarket wheels, KMC, I think. It's got brand new tires, which is nice, and I think it's a really good size for these kind of Jeeps. 33 1050 15. I think they're not terribly wide. They don't poke out too far, but they look good. So yeah, otherwise it actually does have a 33 inch spare, which is nice. Not the same tire, but at least the same size. It's got aftermarket bumpers. Like I said, not really thrilled with this bumper. I mean, the bumper itself is fine, but this, whatever they call this thing on the front, I don't know. Not really my style, but for now, here's what it is. See if I can do all this in one video or in one cut. So far, doing pretty good. On the rear, aftermarket bumper and the tire swing out mount, I know is aftermarket, but I mean, I don't even know a ton about Jeeps, to be honest, but I know those are modified. It does have a little hitch on the bumper, so it could potentially tow something little. Even though it is the inline six, it's still not particularly powerful, especially up at elevation, but it does okay. So yeah, plans for this, well, not a ton. Honestly, what I'd like to do is fix the little mechanical, well, sorry, I just gave it away. There is one issue beyond the cosmetic. It's got a bit of a wobble. One thing I didn't mention was the rear axle got bent in the accident. This is obviously the good side, but let's go back in the darkness over here. Hard to see, I know, but amongst all the damage, my guess is the collision happened maybe right there, but it definitely hit the wheel and tweaked the axle tube, the axle housing itself. So that was replaced after the accident, and otherwise I think that was the only thing that was really done to this after the accident. But the kind of the end results, or at least what I've discovered when you're cruising down the highway on this thing, is it's got a wobble. Like I said, not a big Jeep guy here, so I don't know all the history, and not really history, but you know what these are typically like, short wheelbase, etc. But it kind of has this, like, it feels like the rear kind of just shimmy, shake, whatever, under higher speeds. Not a vibration, it's definitely more of a, I don't know, it's hard to describe. So got to figure that out. I think it's coming from the rear. I just got to crawl underneath, double check everything, see if I visually can see something bent. I believe the frame is good. There's no visual sign the frame got hit at all. I don't think it's bent. Certainly hope not. But yeah, so that's a obvious mechanical thing I need to do. And frankly, the only real kind of mechanical thing is, I mean, you can drive it right now. You can go anywhere you want, go down the highway. It does everything fine, except for that in the back. So figured that out. Otherwise, yeah, I think improvements, modifications, well, I'll say modifications, honestly, really nothing for now. Maybe if I enjoy this thing, I'll do something next year. It does have this kind of ridiculous sticker on the hood. If you can see this. Don't follow me, you won't make it. Well, not in this Jeep. I mean, it's not a Rubicon, so it's got the weak axles. It's not going to go anywhere crazy. I don't actually mind the sticker. I just think the writing is ridiculous. So maybe I'll peel that off and leave the little Jeep sticker on. I don't know, but whatever. But the real thing, other than the axle rear end fix or whatever you want to call it, investigation, is do a temporary fix on the fender flares and the kind of chewed up side over here. Realistically, pull this out a little bit, find a used fender flare, put that on. Over here, just take the steps off, just don't even need them. This damage in general, not really going to mess with it too much, but probably can't see very well, but actually in this video you're not going to see it at all, but it is kind of pushed in half an inch or something right here. It still latches and everything okay, so maybe I can grab it here. Sorry, once again it's dark, but grab it here and pull it out just a little bit, and then just live with the rest of it for now. But it still closes, but you can see how far pushed in it is right there. So anyway, that's probably the only kind of body improvement I'll do other than the fender flare there. And finally, once again, just pick up a fender flare on the back here, and it'll mount. Otherwise, this might be a little weird, but otherwise we can get that mounted up and yeah, drive it, use it, explore Colorado, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think I did it in one shot here, so good. But yeah, quick little video. Actually, it's probably not a quick video. I don't know how long I've been talking, but yeah, might as well just add something else, you know, instead of actually working on this stuff and, you know, finishing projects, we just add more. But to be honest, work's been insanely busy the last couple months, so I have not a lot of time. I have not had a lot of time to do wrenching, but apparently I have time to buy stuff, so whatever. But yeah, so a new one, kind of different. I think it's gonna be fun though. Since Colorado is a pretty incredible place as far as exploring, these things really are well suited. So maybe some videos of out and about in this thing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So next video is coming up this weekend. I won't guarantee, but I got a few things I want to wrench on here. Weather looks like it's going to be decent. So Bandimere is closing, unfortunately, about 6 weeks, a month or so actually, but when I'm filming this, about a month. So we'll get the Buick out one more time, maybe the snowmobile if I get that tinkered, and that's probably it for Bandimere. The big race car, yeah, not happening. Next year we'll see what happens. So anyway, new vehicle, Jeep, something different. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.